Sun Also Rises by Ernest Hemingway is a journey through Platonic love and the rite of passage. Greetings, dear friends. In this video, we will explore a different kind of love, a love that transcends common logic and social norms. A love not rooted in physical pleasure, but one that opens a gateway to a deeper human connection. Sometimes the world must be seen through the eyes of those who, after the silence of war and the collapse of meaning, seek light amidst the ruins. The Sun Also Rises by Ernest Hemingway tells the story of a lost generation, men and women carrying the invisible wounds of war and spiritual dislocation. But beneath its surface lies something profound: Platonic love and the rite of passage, concepts through which the characters learn how to endure pain, transcend limitations, and rebuild themselves from within. The story revolves around 5 main characters: Jake Barnes, a man wounded in war, living with physical and emotional scars; Lady Brett Ashley, an alluring independent woman who loves Jake, though their love must take an unconventional path; Robert Cohn, a strong yet insecure boxer who also loves Brett, becoming Jake's romantic rival; finally, Bill and Mike, Jake's companions, each bearing the invisible weight of the war. Together, these 5 embark on a journey to Spain, to witness the bullfights where passion and violence intertwine. Jake's injury in the war has left him impotent, unable to experience physical intimacy. This limitation shapes his emotional life and his love for Brett. Yet his feelings for her remain pure and profound. Here enters the concept of Platonic love, a love stripped of physical desire, defined instead by admiration, respect, and spiritual connection. For Jake, Platonic love becomes a way not only to preserve his bond with Brett, but also to heal his fractured soul. He can be close to her, touch her, kiss her, and share deep conversations, but cannot consummate the relationship. Through this, he learns to love emotionally and spiritually, to find peace within limitation. Brett, on the other hand, seeks to soothe her pain in her own way, entering relationships with other men to satisfy her physical longing and find temporary calm. This tension between sacred love and earthly desire creates the pulse of the novel. Now let's see why Plato spoke of this love. Plato envisioned love as something higher than bodily pleasure. He believed that true love nurtures the soul and the intellect, guiding the human spirit toward beauty, truth, and perfection. If love is bound only to the body, the soul becomes enslaved to desire and cannot rise to higher understanding. In Platonic love, the absence of physical intimacy does not diminish the connection. It refines it. It transforms passion into purity, attachment into admiration, and possession into respect. Through patience, acceptance, and self-restraint, this kind of love becomes a pathway to spiritual evolution. Jake embodies this philosophy in the most literal way. His injury forces him to live the very ideals Plato once imagined. By accepting his condition, he keeps alive a form of love that is not diminished by limitation, but defined by it. Let's get through some of the most important symbols. At one point, Jake and Bill walk past a taxidermy shop filled with preserved animals. Bill jokingly suggests buying a stuffed dog, and Jake refuses. This small moment carries deep symbolic weight. Just as the stuffed dog is preserved from decay through artificial means, Jake too must fill the hollow within himself, not with bitterness or denial, but with the sustaining power of Platonic love. It is his way of protecting his soul from inner decay. The bullfight symbolizes the rite of passage. The bullfight in Spain represents an ancient rite of passage, a trial of courage, a confrontation with mortality and fear. In some cultures, such rites mark the transition from one stage of life to another. They test the individual's spirit through endurance, danger, or symbolic death to see whether he is ready to enter the new stage of life or not. For instance, an initiate might be forced to confront wild beasts or survive alone in untamed nature for a time. Emerging victorious from such a trial marks one's readiness to enter the new stage. For instance, one who could slay a bear with nothing but a sword would be granted the honor of joining the tribe. For Jake, this ritual becomes inward and spiritual. The bullfight mirrors his own struggle, to face his fear, to accept his wound, and to transform suffering into understanding. The bullfight serves as a powerful symbol of Jake's struggle. It represents an inner, imaginary rite of passage, one that mirrors the immense difficulty he faces in accepting platonic love. Beyond his personal pain, Jake must also convince Brett and confront strong rivals like Robert Cohn, making his journey even more challenging. He must undergo a spiritual trial, an internal rite of passage, to truly embrace this form of love. Much like a warrior who must slay a bear alone to earn his place among the tribe. The roaring arena, the matador's grace, the dance between life and death, all reflect Jake's inner conflict. His inability to possess Brett physically forces him to transcend desire and rediscover meaning through restraint. Hemingway's novel portrays the lost generation, those who return from war to find their world stripped of purpose. Yet amid despair, he reveals a quiet truth: acceptance can be redemptive. Through platonic love and the imaginary rite of passage, Jake learns that healing does not mean erasing the wound. It means learning to live with it, to find dignity within limitation, and to transform loss into meaning. In the end, The Sun Also Rises is not merely a story about 5 friends traveling through Spain. It is the journey of the human spirit through longing, loss, and renewal. Jake and Brett's love, though impossible, becomes a mirror of the soul's resilience, a reminder that even when life denies us what we desire, we may still find beauty in what remains. Through the acceptance of limitation and the quiet practice of spiritual love, Jake attains a deeper peace, a peace not of possession, but of understanding. If you enjoyed this exploration, consider supporting the channel with a like, so we may continue this journey of thought and reflection together. Until next time, farewell.